Welcome back to Shadows of Brimstone. We're playing the first basic scenario in the book called For a Few Darkstone More. And last episode we entered the mining lift tile, and we had to have a battle from the Hell Pit. And what I forgot to mention last time is every time we take damage from one of these critters, we also take one corruption hit. And corruption, if you ever have 5 corruption at any one time, you immediately get a mutation. And mutations, of course, as they sound, are not very useful for you. Anyway, let's begin the game. First thing we need to do at the start of every turn is hold back the darkness. Alright, we're going to need a 7+. Now we've exposed 3 tiles, so 1, 2, 3, so we should be at the 13, which we are, which is still 7+. So we need a 7+ on hold back the darkness. Please, no doubles. We get 7. That is just enough to stop the darkness from going ahead. And now let's go back to the main board and get into the battle. All right, battle time. And battle happens in initiative order. And as we know, the Void Spiders have an initiative of 6. They will be going first. They move 8 spaces. There's 4 of them, so they will try and get 2 each as far behind us as they can. So this one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go right behind the Marshal. This one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He'll also go behind the Marshal, so in behind. And these 2 easily can get in behind our Rancher, Ash Lee. All right, so there we go. And now, of course, they're going to attack. They have 2 combat dice for attacking, and each one that hits us, which we don't defend against, is going to do 2 damage. And if they do any damage to us, we also have to try and save against a corruption hit. So let's do the 2 attacking Marshal first. I'm just going to roll all their attack dice at once. So they're going to get 2 each. For the 2 Void Spiders, they're going to be 4 dice. And they hit on a 4+, and of course they hit on 3 of them. Isn't that lovely? So Marshall needs to, he has a 3+ to try and avoid being hit. And he avoids 2 of them, but unfortunately he gets hit with 1. He could grit this to try and reroll, but I don't think he's going to bother. He's going to take 2 wounds. He only has a health of 10, so he's got to be a little careful. He takes 2 wounds, if I can get the wounds out of the dish. He is down to 8 health, but he also has to save against corruption. And that's a willpower save at 4+. Throw it on the floor. And a 4+ rolled way off the table, but it was a 5. He is not going to take corruption. All right, let's do the 4 hits from the Void Spiders against Ashley. And, oh, come off it. They have 3 hits against her, and she has a 4+ to avoid being damaged. So let's see if she can do that. Well, she avoids 2 of them. She also takes 2 damage. So she's going to take 2 wounds. Her health is 14, which is now knocked down to 12. And she must also try to save against the corruption hit. So she needs a 4+. And she does not save against corruption. So she will get a corruption, and I use these little fish tank green-looking crystals for corruption. She now has 1 corruption. If she gets a total of 5 at any time, she's going to become mutated. All right, that's the Void Spiders. They went first, and yes, unfortunately, the Stranglers are going to go next. And the unfortunate thing for enemy models can't move through enemy models, so by going behind Ashley, we have 1, 2, 3, and they can move 6, 2, 3. It looks like all 3 of them have to attack her because they cannot get through to get over to Marshall. So she's going to take 3 attacks, wow, from the Stranglers. Now they have 4 combat dice each. Wow, that's brutal. So that's going to be a total of 12 dice rolling against Ashley. So let me just gather the 12 dice. Boy, that's a lot of dice. That's a lot of dice. 4, 6, 8, 10. 12 dice. They hit on a 3+. Any 6s Wow, they could just take her out right here. Oh, all right. 3+. So the 2 1s miss. The 2 2s miss. The 3 6s count as 3 hits each. So let's count up the hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 hits. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow, 14 hits against Ashley. Do you think she can save against them all? I don't know. She gets to roll 14 dice at 4+ to try to save. Can she save any of them? Wow, looks like she saved an awful lot of them. What did she not save? She didn't save on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she's going to take 6 damage. Ouch, because they do 1 damage per hit. Wow, that is really brutal. So she takes 6 damage from that wonderful Strangler's attack, putting her up to a total of 8 damage of 14. She only has 6 health left, and then she will be toast. But that now... Oh, and of course, if she takes 1 or more wounds from any of these creatures, she must save versus corruption. And so, she now has to save versus corruption again, and she needs a 4+, and she does. So she's not going to take any more corruption. Wow, that was not fun. And of course, up next now is Marshall with his shotgun. So the first thing we're going to do for Marshall is he's going to roll to move. He rolls a 2, which is not really of any use, but he's going to shoot. And his shotgun has a range of 5, but you must shoot models that are adjacent to you first. And void spiders, so he needs a 4+ to hit. He rolls a 7, which is a critical hit on his shotgun, avoiding defense, but of course void spiders don't have defense. But he now gets to roll damage, so he'll just shoot the one directly in front of him here. Come on, does 5 damage. The void spider is out of here. And his special ability, of course, is when he destroys a model or kills a model with his shotgun, he immediately gets 1 more shotgun attack, only once, but he's going to go for the next void spider. He rolls a 3, which is a miss. And is he going to grit that? I think he is going to spend a grit to re-roll that. He really wants to take out the second void spider, try and get these numbers down. He rolls an 8, which is a critical hit, but again, avoids defense. They don't have defense. And he does 6 damage. That is enough to blow away the second void spider. And I will add up all of the experience at the end. They're 10 experience each, if we survive till the end. All right, up next is Ashley. She doesn't have a grit. I really wish she did so she could do her kung fu maneuvers. Maybe she'll roll a 1 for movement here and get a grit. Come on. And she doesn't. Ouch. So she just has a straight hunting rifle to shoot with. And let's hope she can just go crazy with this thing and start nailing people. And she rolls a 3, which is, of course, a total miss because she needs a 4+. That is not in any way good. All right, back to trying to hold back the darkness. Ooh, this is going to end not so well. But first, before we do that, I think Ashley is going to use her bandages right now. That's a D6 healing wounds. Come on, something high. So she removes 4 wounds. So now she only has 4 total damage instead of having 8. And so that will help. All right, now let's go back and roll back, or hold back the darkness, hopefully. Okay, we still need a 7+ to hold back the darkness. Come on. And we get a 5, of course, which does not do it, which means the darkness creeps ever closer to destroying us or escaping from the mine. All right, back to this battle. Void spiders are going to be going up first. Unfortunately for Ashley, she's in a bit of trouble here. She's got 2 void spiders attacking her. They're not attacking Marshall. They don't change targets. They get 2 combat dice each, so that's going to be 4 dice to attack Ashley. They need a 4+. Well, they hit her twice, okay? So let's see if she can avoid those hits. She needs a 4+. And of course, she doesn't avoid anything. She's going to take 4 damage. So the 4 damage she just healed with her bandages immediately comes back. And now she has 8 wounds of a possible 14. She is in dire straits. Okay, that was awful. That's the void spiders going. Up next, the Stranglers. 1, 2, 3 of them. 4 combat dice each. Yes, we know what that means. It means a whole wad of dice. 12 dice for attacking. They need only a 3+. I have a funny feeling our rancher may get knocked out here. Oh, and yes, she took damage from the Void Spider. She has to try and avoid corruption. Forgot about that. She rolls a 3. Of course, she does not avoid the corruption. And she has no grit, so yes, now she has 2 corruption. So is she going to get mutated as well? Let's hope not. That's 2 corruption. Now the Stranglers attack with a lovely 12 dice. Ay, ay, ay. And yeah, she's going to take a dirt nap. I can tell you that right now with the way these dice have just rolled. Holy moly. And they only need a 3+ to hit. So they missed with 4 of their 12. Yay. However, they got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hits. 16 against Ashley. I don't even know if I have 16 white dice. Let me just see if I do. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I have just 16. That's the maximum amount of white dice I have. Let's hope she can save them all. Why do I have a funny feeling? Not going to happen. 16 dice. Boom. And how many does she fail, I guess, is the real question. She needs a 4+, so she's failed 2, 3, 4, 5. Really? And she saved all the rest. So she only took 5 wounds, which is not enough, I don't think, to take her out. I think she still has 1 left, so she takes 5 wounds, and that's going to put her at 13. Yes, 13 damage out of a 14 health. So she's still in it. She's still there. Wow, unreal. But yeah, she's not going to last long unless our Marshal can come to her aid. And speaking of the Marshal, it's his turn next. He's going to roll for movement. Rolls a 6, and he's not going to go anywhere because he wants to try shooting the Stranglers. If he goes adjacent to the Void Spiders, then he can't target any other thing. So he's going to shoot at this Strangler. He's going to try to take the Stranglers down so they don't kill her instantly. And of course he has his shotgun, which is a D6 to hit. He needs a 4+. Come on, critical! And a 7 is indeed a critical hit. It ignores the 2 defense. Shooting at this one, if he can do 3 damage, it goes away. Come on, 4 damage with no defense. Blows the Strangler away with the shotgun and reloads it, of course, quickly because his special ability is he gets the double shot. 1, 2, 3. So he can hit either of these 2. Doesn't really matter. He's going to go for this one here, I guess. Again, let's see if he can hit. Rolls a 1. But you know what? He's going to grit that. He has his last grit. We're in trouble. He's got to re-roll that. And he rolls a 2. What a waste. So no, doesn't hit. But Ashley's turn. Her biggest threat is coming from the Stranglers. So she's going to roll for movement. Oh, let's hope she can get a grit. A 1, and she rolls a 2, which is not a grit. But she does get to attack. She needs a 4+ with her hunting rifle. Come on, 4+. She gets a critical hit. Excellent. She does +2 damage. She's going to shoot the Strangler right in the gaping maw. And her hunting rifle, of course, we have a look at that, does an automatic +2 damage. So even if she rolls a 1, she's doing 3 damage. It has no defense. So she's going to do 4 damage to it. She kills the Strangler. Boom! It is gone. I love it. And she's going to aim at the next one because with her Ash-like shooting ability, she just keeps going if she keeps killing. All right, let's roll and see if she hits again. She does hit again with a 5. Now, can she do enough damage to take it down? 2 + 2 is 4. It's not quite enough damage because it has 2 defense. It's going to take 2 wounds. Unfortunately, not enough for her to kill it. Darn it. Too bad, but she did a great job of taking out the 1. And of course, Marshall helped by taking out the other. All right, that's the end of everyone's turn again. And we rinse and repeat. So let's go back to the depth tracker and try and hold back the darkness. All right, holding back the darkness time. And as you can see, this game is a real dice fest. 7 plus 7, oh good lord. And we get a 4, which does not hold back the darkness. And of course, when we look at the track, we get a growing dread card. So that's lovely. We get to add another growing dread to the pile. We now have 3 of them for the finale, if we ever survive that long, back to the board to continue with the battle. I got a bad feeling about this. All right, Void Spiders up first. They are, yes, attacking Ashley. 4 attack dice, 2 for each. They hit on a 4 plus. Come on, let's have total misses. Of course not. They hit twice. Now Ashley has to try to defend twice. And she doesn't defend at all. She has no grit. She's going to take 4 damage. And she's going to take a corruption hit. Does she defend the corruption hit? Of course not. Why not? Why would she defend against corruption? So she gets her 3rd corruption. And she is knocked out. Knocked prone, knocked flat, knocked down, whatever you want to call it. We do have a revive token though. So when it's her turn, she's going to spring up like a jackrabbit with the revive token. And all will be well for her, but of course that's the only revive token we have. And when we use it, the next person that gets knocked out is gone out of the scenario until either the remaining hero can get back to town or he gets knocked out as well and you completely lose the scenario. Well, that sucked. Up next, the Stranglers, but one, I suppose, semi-useful thing is the Stranglers can't attack her anymore because she's been knocked out completely, so they're just going to motor ahead, and the Strangler is going to step sort of over top of her, the damaged one. They can't get through the Void Spiders, so they don't go anywhere. So Marshall gets to go next. He is going to roll for initiative, or sorry, he's going to roll for move. His initiative's 4. Come on, he doesn't get a grit. That's lame, but he does get to shoot with his nice shotgun. So he's going to, of course, he's aiming for the Stranglers. He rolls a 3. Oh, come on. Which is a miss. Which is completely lame. Which means he doesn't do anything. And now, boom! Ashley shrugs it off with the revive token. Heals all wounds, all sanity. Pushes the creature out of her face as she stands up. So it's going to get pushed back. And she springs back into action. Just like nothing ever happened. Now she's... Of course, she's going to roll for movement. Let's hope she gets... Oh, and when you spring back from the dead like that with a revive token, you also get 1 grit. So she's going to get a grit token as well. Excellent, I think. And she's going to try shooting first. If that doesn't pan out, maybe she'll do the swinging attack with her rifle. So she shoots. She misses. Does she want to redo that or save her grit for her swinging rifle? I think she is going to use... She's going to forget the rifle. She's going to use it as a swinging attack, spending her 1 grit. And let's have a look at that again. It says, use 1 grit during your activation to do an automatic combat hit to every adjacent enemy. This does not count as your attack. Use only while equipped with a 2-handed gun, which she has. So basically, she gets to do 1 hit to everybody. So it's damage time. So she's going to hit the damaged one first, and she does 5 damage to it. It has a defense of 2, 3 health. It already has 2 wounds. She clobbers it to the ground. Good stuff. Next up on the clubbing is going to be this Strangler. Come on, let's hit high. It doesn't get through his defense because it was only 1, defend of 2. Void Spiders don't have defense. We'll start with this one down here. Come on, high. 5 is going to kill. The Void Spider only has 3 health. And her last swinging attack on this Void Spider, come on, come on, come on. A 1 is going to put on 1 wound. Well, not very good, I must say. All right, that's the end of everybody. Oh, fight almost over. And now it is back to trying to hold back the darkness yet again. All right, holding back the darkness. 7+, please. 7. Yes, we do hold back the darkness. Okay, let's go back to the board. And looks like we have one Void Spider damaged left and one Strangler, and they're going to get to go first. Darn it. All right, Ashley just taking a pounding this time. Yeah, that's not so good, not so good. And she doesn't have any funky special once a thing abilities, so Void Spider goes first. It's going to attack her with 2 dice. Miss! And it hits with 1. Okay, so she has to try to avoid the hit. 4 plus, she does not take the hit. So there's going to be no corruption defending and no damage. Excellent. The Strangler, however, has 4 dice. Hits on a 3 plus. Oh, great. Hits her 3 times. No criticals, though. Let's see if she can defend. She defends against all of them but 1. So unfortunately, she will take 1 damage. And she has to try and save against corruption. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Unbelievable. She has her 4th corruption. Guess what? She gets 1 more corruption. She's going to get a nasty mutation. So these stupid monsters from the Hell Pit, really annoying. But now it is time for Shotgun Marshall to spring into action. Or try to do something, I guess. He's going to roll for movement. Rolls a 5, which is pretty much a useless activity. And now he gets to shoot with a shotgun. He's going to go for the Strangler first. Come on. Rolls a 4, which is a hit. Now he has to do damage. Come on, damage, damage. Does 7 damage. Has 2 defense, 3 health. Kablamo. It is blowed away. Gets to reload and take another shot. He's going to shoot at the Void Spider. Come on, hit him, hit him. A 1. Come on. Misses. All right. Ashley can finish this. Finish it, Ashley. He's going to roll for movement. Come on, get a grit. Gets a 2. Doesn't have... not going to try to move, I don't think. Well, she will try to move. Which brings into a point, another one of her special abilities, evasion. She can roll 2 dice to try to escape. Pick the highest one. She needs a 4 plus to escape from him. She's going to use the 6. So she does escape. She only rolled 2, but she's going to back off 1, 2. And then she's going to take a long shot with the hunting rifle. She needs a 4 plus to hit. Rolls a 5, which is a hit. Does an automatic plus 2 damage. Yeah, there's no way. She does 4 damage. It has no defense. 3 health. It's already damaged once. And kablamo. It is gone. And that's the end of the fight. And so right at the end of the fight, they get to catch their breath. So it's going to be a D3 for each of them to catch their breath. And let me just see if I want to do that. Ashley only has 1 wound. So instead of catching her breath by rolling a D3, she's going to take a grit, because you can do that. And yeah, let's see. The Marshal is going to roll the D3. He rolls a 4, so he gets 2 back. So he's going to get rid of both of his wounds, leaving him only 2 sanity damaged now. And that's going to be catching their breath. And let me just calculate the amount of experience points we're going to get, and then we'll get into the loot cards. All right, so calculating the experience for these guys, that turns out to be 140 experience. They have a total of 455 experience now. And because they had 1 card that brought monsters onto the board, then we are going to draw 1 loot card each as part of the spoils of battle. So we're going to shuffle up the loot cards, and for Marshall, he gets to draw a gear card. That's awesome. And our Ashley gets D6 times 25 blood money, and of course it is a D6, or it is 20 XP for each card. So that's going to be another 40 XP for our adventurers. So we'll get the 40 XP. We'll roll the D6 and multiply it by 25. 6, that's 150 bucks. That's excellent. We're going to need money when we get back to town. So $150 for the 2 of them. Again, I'm just pooling everything together. We're not going to split it all out and be greedy. They're partners in this escapade. And the gear card gets to draw a gear card. So let's hope we get an awesome gear card, like some alien weapon or something. Actually, I don't think you get them from gear, but all right, let's pull something from right here. What do we get? For gear, Marshall pulls the Rusty Badge. Once per adventure, every hero may remove up to 3 corruption points to gain +1 shot with a gun or +1 combat. This is perfect. And he's a lawman, so he gets to use it. Oh, this could not come at a better time. And you saw I just shuffled randomly. Excellent, excellent stuff. Well, we're going to leave it off there. When we return in the next episode, we'll continue on in the mine. We haven't found one clue token yet, but let's hope we can do that. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Join me next time for the continuation of Shadows of Brimstone. We're playing for a few Darkstone more and trying to survive. All right, thanks for watching, and join me next time.